Greetings, how are you? This is Dr. Raj, for those of you who don't know, for those of you who are already part of my Sexplosion or my Facebook page, you will know what it's all about. Dealing with things of a sexual nature, that's what we're here to educate, inform, and entertain. But of course, when we're doing the Facebook page information, we'll be sending out a little bit of questions and whatnot. Sometimes you can ask me questions. You can send me your questions via Facebook or directly to my cell phone, 740-1961. We'll be dealing with all items, things that are being sold at the stores, Dr. Raj Adult Boutique throughout Trinidad, and of course at Total Image in St. Augustine. The products, some of you may be interested in products for yourself, for your partner. Someone may have asked you about something and you're not sure how to answer the question. That's what we'll be doing on the program here. Well, not a program, but we'll be doing these live broadcasts from time to time. On Friday, I did a appearance at the Guaya Health Facilities in Guayari, and I must say thanks to Mrs. Mohammed. We had a fantastic time there. The audience was wonderful. They asked questions, and this is what it's all about. It's about educating the public. It's about reaching you with all the information, accurate information, so that you will be empowered. You will have that education on products, on services, on things that you can do for yourself, things that are going to be beneficial to you as a person, to your partner, and also to your relationship. Because when you're in a relationship, you are faced with challenges, and when you are faced with challenges, you have to be very careful how you deal with things. And that's what it's all about here. We'll be dealing with those things on our Facebook Live. We'll be doing it at different locations and whatnot. Today is our test, really, to get you to understand what it's about, for you to share it with your friends. Let people know that you can join us on the Facebook Live page, which is Dr. Raj, the Sexologist. Again, those of you who want to contact me with information or to seek information for yourself or questions you want me to address on the Facebook Live page. This is apart from the radio program. The radio program, we deal with particular subjects and whatnot, but right now we want to deal with individuals on a one-to-one basis via Facebook. So I want to know, what are your interests? What are the things that you want to find out about, things of a sexual nature, non-sexual nature, equipment, supplements, whatever it is you need to find out for yourself so that you will be educated. Again, information is something that should be shared. So if you can share this with your friends, it will help a lot. Of course, there's the Dr. Raj TT, that's DRRAJ TT website, where you can go and like the page, you can join the page, you can do whatever you want to as far as those things. Of course, I want to get your feedback, because the feedback is important. It's what gives us the energy to do what we're doing. It's what drives us to actually get us out there to do more things, to do different things. I'm not too sure how many things I can do, but I know with social media and all those things that they have out there now, there are lots more that we can do. Maybe you can make suggestions, and if we have enough persons asking for a particular area, we will do that. Now, if you want me to make an appearance at your school, at your place of worship, or your community center, wherever you need me to do that, I can also do those things. Motivational speeches on how to build your self-esteem, how to deal with depression, how to deal with things that are affecting you as an individual. Some persons have difficulties in interacting with other individuals, so we also do coaching seminars on those things also. Your sexual health, things that you have to be aware of, things that you need to make sure you are tested, your partner is tested, and you are able to take care of things in a practical way, of course. But you don't want to go into a situation where you have regrets afterwards. You want to make sure that you are safe prior to getting in, or prior to engaging in something. There are lots of young people out there who are getting a lot of false information from social media, and I want to debunk that. I want to throw those things aside. I want persons to say, hey, I have gotten the accurate information, correct information from Dr. Raj, and I can deal with those things. Because sometimes persons go and they pretend to be experts in a particular field, or they do it for their own benefits, not for the benefit of others. That's not my style. That's not what I do. I try my best to educate as much as possible. That's why I've been on the air for close to 20 years, giving information freely to each and everyone. Also, being able to interact with persons on a one-on-one basis, or also via social media in whatever form or fashion. Sometimes when I do lectures, I also always have a question and answer segment so that persons can actually ask questions. Something may come up at the moment that you're thinking about. Even while looking at the Facebook page live, you may have a question that you want to ask. So I have to say pleasant good morning to Stephanie, Renuka, Marlon. For those of you who are joining, those of you who are sharing, I thank you very much for this, because this is an opportunity for me to reach my audience in a different way. We will do this from time to time on any particular day, sometime in the morning, sometime in the afternoon, sometime during the day. Again, if you reach out to me via the webpage, you can go onto the webpage, you can like the webpage, you can send out your hearts, you can send out your thumbs up, whatever you need to do to get it going, because we need to get this going. We need to get, it's not only from the radio program, because the radio program, it's at a particular time, and it may be a particular topic that we're dealing with, or sometimes we may be dealing with things in general. But while dealing with an issue, something may come to your mind, but you don't want to ask it on the program. You can always contact me this way and say, well, here what? Let's discuss this particular issue. Let's deal with this particular issue. And we will do that from time to time on the Facebook Live page. So we'll also be talking about products, because there are a lot of new products on the market, but you must understand that there's always a basis for anything that you're doing. And you have basic sexual products. For example, for the ladies, we go back to things like the Osaki Vibe. We can always talk about the Venus Butterfly. We can always talk about the vibrators, the G-spot vibrators. We can talk about dildos that vibrate, dildos that don't vibrate, the different material you have in dildos, which one would be beneficial to you in terms of texture, style, material. All those things are important, because sometimes you come across a dildo, for example, that is being sold and it's cheap. And you wonder, why is this dildo so cheap compared to others that I've seen? Now, there are a lot of knockoff products that are being made in places like China, for example. And they're made from material that are not recommended for human consumption, meaning you should not put it against your skin or inside of your vagina. You have to be very careful about those things. A lot of the cheap dildo, when you smell it, you smell a chemical on it. When you hold it, you feel the chemicals on your hand. Sometimes the chemical burn. Sometimes they will tell you need to wash it in soap and water, and you need to put it away, or use some sort of device over it to use the product. But you should not be doing that, because then you will be, what you're doing here is you're spending money for something and you still have to spend money for something else. The better dildos, vibrator or vibrating dildos, are made of material that you can actually insert into the skin. For example, silicone type items, you have different grades of silicone. Now, the plastic ones are the ones that you have to be very careful with. The ones that are made in China, you have to be very careful with. Now, you have some products that are made in China, but they're made to specification of big companies that have a name behind their brand. There are some products, for example, the Dr. Johnson products, I can tell you they are made in the United States. I have visited their factory. It's a huge factory. They have everything there. They do all their moldings and everything right there. Some of the products that are made outside of the United States or Europe are made to specification and standards. But remember, you always have knockoff products. When you're dealing with sexual items, you should not use a knockoff product, because it either goes into some part of your body. It comes into contact with your tongue, your lips, your skin, your fingers. You have to be very careful about these things. So that's just the basic things when you're dealing with dildos. Then you have the battery compartment, those that are electrically driven, those that are even you can hook up to USB. So you have to know what product you want, what will work best for you, and make your choice. Now, there are some persons who don't like toys whatsoever, but there are things that you can use that are not toys per se, but it is something that you can employ in your love making with your partner. For example, creams and rubs. There are things that you can apply to the penis, the clitoris, the nipples. Any way you want to engage in sex, or anyhow you want to engage in sex, there is something for that. Something that makes the taste or changes the taste. Something that gives you a tingling sensation. So it increases what you feel when it comes to things of a sexual nature. Today, one particular subject comes to mind, and that subject is penis pump. I know all men out there have an issue with their penis size. Whether they think that it's enough, it's not enough, there's always an interest when it comes to the size of the penis. So what I plan to do today is just basically touch on everything that goes to the development of the penis, But to give a background in it, first of all, no matter what size a man has, he always wants it bigger for some reason, because it's an egotistical thing. It is what you measure yourself by. Now, we don't pay too much attention to how we use our penis, the proper functioning of the penis. All we care about is the aesthetics, which is the size, the look. Okay, that's fine. If you're interested in doing a penis enhancement program, you cannot take a tablet and cause any part of your body to grow. Although there are lots of products that are being advertised that if you use these tablets over a period of time, you are going to grow your penis. That's a fallacy. That's false advertising. And one of the companies, what they do, they tell you, well, if the product doesn't work, send back the product and you get back your money. But how do you know if the product doesn't work if you didn't use the product? So obviously you have nothing to send back except the empty container, of course, which they wouldn't accept. So you have to understand all these catchphrases and things that are being used to market products. Development of the penis comes about as you are aging. As you move from adolescence into puberty into adulthood, the penis develops. Not all persons' penis develop equally or the way it should develop. If you have a hormone imbalance from a very young age because of injury, diet, illness, whatever, DNA, you are not going to develop fully. So I've had a lot of patients who are not developed fully. What we do, we send them to do tests. When the tests come back, we tell them what they can do to start changing their hormone levels and developing their penis. For those who have diabetes and hypertension that has caused damage to the circulatory system, where they don't have a good erection or they cannot get an erection, sometimes the cocktail of pharmaceuticals that you're using causes you to have erectile dysfunction. Some medication, if you look at the side effects, you'll realize that one of the side effects is erectile dysfunction. So if you're using products that causes you to get erectile dysfunction, or the disease that you have causes you to have erectile dysfunction, you may need to use a pump to get the erection. You may need to use a cock ring or a penis ring to keep the erection. That is to prevent the blood from flowing out of the penis. So basically, there are a number of things that you can do to help yourself if you have erectile dysfunction related to medication or disease. But if you're just interested in doing the aesthetics part of it, is developing the penis, making the penis look and feel heavier, better, bigger, functioning better, some guys would want instant results. It takes a while to develop any part of your body. First and foremost, you have to make sure you know the correct size pump to get. Then you have to know the supplements that goes with the pump. So all of these things are what we put together. We put together a kit. We send kits all over the world. You can also order your kit from us. But one of the most important things is the consultation that goes before actually buying a kit. So for those of you who want to do consultation, we also do consultation by Skype. We can do consultation by phone. You pay the consultation fee. You can pay the consultation fee by PayPal or whatever other means you decide to pay. Do the consultation. We tell you exactly what you need to do. If we have to send a prescription for you to get a blood test done, we also do that. Or we direct you to a place where you can go and get the blood test done. We get the results and then we tell you what will work for you. Measurements are also important when it comes to the size of your penis. If you're starting off with an average size penis, which is 4¼ inch, there are things that you have to get to make that work. Your age is also a factor. Between the age of 14 and 28, you have natural development taking place. Between the age of 28 to 39, there are development that can take place based on natural development and also the use of equipment. Now from 14 to 39, you can use equipment also to develop your penis, provided you know what equipment to use. A penis pump is always the basic thing to use, but which penis pump will work for me? The penis pump that will work for you will be dependent on your age, your health, your testosterone factor, the present size of your penis, and what you want to accomplish. Then we decide, or we will tell you, we'll give you a recommendation of about 2 or 3 pumps. You will be able to purchase your pump based on your pocket. Some persons, the pump are too expensive because pump can range anywhere between $300 to $5,000. So now I know a lot of persons are interested in what you call the aqua pump. Aqua pump, in my opinion, is a waste of time. It is a total waste of time. I was introduced to the aqua pump 10 years ago and I refused to buy it. I refused to carry it. Of course, we bring it if somebody orders it, but it does not develop the penis faster than an ordinary pump. It is just a gimmick to sell a pump. So they came up with this aqua pump system. It does not help you to develop your penis faster. That's a fallacy. Penis development will come about because of the factors that I quoted before, and I'm going to do it again. Your age, your health, your testosterone level, supplementation, and the correct pump. Lots of time we go and buy a pump, maybe because of the cost of it, and it may not be suitable for you. If it's not suitable, it's not going to work. So penis pump, for example, this is a basic beginner's pump. Now, this may cost less than $400 TT or maybe $20 US. But you have to be careful if this pump will work for you or not. So when you contact me by Skype or you decide to do a consultation, you can also come to the office by calling 645-4543, make an appointment and come in and see me. Or you can contact me via Facebook or my cell phone number 740-1961. Set up your consultation. So we do the proper consultation. I tell you exactly what you need to get. You get a costing for it. We can even have it delivered to your home. We can mail it out to you also. We mail anywhere in the world. No matter where you are in the world, you can get your penis enhancement kit. And the follow-up is what is important, because many times we go and we buy a kit or we buy a pump and there's no follow-up. There's no one that you can talk to find out if I'm using it right, if I'm doing the right thing, why am I not getting development, what supplementation I should use. Because supplementation is not only the tablets that you take, it is also the creams and rubs that you need to use on the penis, the things that you need to use to lubricate the pump, the proper usage of the pump, the period of time you should be using the pump. So all these information, all those things are critical for the proper development of your penis. If you don't have that information, you're not going to do the right thing. The very same thing applies to women who want to develop their breasts, women who want to develop their labia or vagina, women who want to develop their clitoris. The very same thing applies. So Marlon, the number is 740-1961. That's my personal cell number. The number for an appointment is 645-4543. Now, the very same way men want to develop their penis, women want to develop their clitoris, they want to develop their labia or vagina, they want to develop their breasts. So there are pumps for those things also. But you cannot use the cream for the penis on the breasts. It's not going to work. Now, there's a similarity between the clitoris and the penis, so therefore you can use the same cream. So you have to know these little things. Sometimes you go to a store, because there are many stores all over the place, and you ask them for something for the development of your penis. That's another thing. You can go to any one of the Dr. Raj adult boutique, and immediately while you're there, someone there can contact me. You can reach me via Facebook Live, you can reach me via WhatsApp Live, or the person there can do the very same thing, and I give them the correct information based on the information you feed me. If you don't give me all the correct information about yourself, I am unable to help you 100%. So I always implore persons, please tell me as much as you could about yourself, what you're expecting, what you want for your development. And when you do that, I am able to help you. Now, cost is always a factor. But there's no shortcut to the development of your penis. If you do not get the right equipment, if you do not use the right supplementation, lubrication, and creams, you are not going to get development. So what is going to happen is that you'll be spending money and you're not going to see anything happening, and you may go back and buy other things and nothing happens. So I normally tell persons, put the horse before the cart and not the cart before the horse. Do not go and buy equipment and then try to contact me to find out how to use it, because it may not be the right equipment for you. So this is just a little synopsis on the pump alone. I can do an entire program lasting a day on the pump. But let's get back to what I spoke about before with the motivational speeches and whatnot. Persons, because they're unsure of themselves, they have low self-esteem, and those things also need to hear from individuals to empower them, who can empower them, who can give them that sense of self-worth and self-esteem. That's another thing that I do. When it comes to those things, if you look at my past programs, because it's all on Dr. Raj, the Sexologist site, if you look at my past programs, you can extract something out of that. If you listen to my live lectures, you can also get something out of that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to talk to my IT guy today. I did a lecture at Guaya. There's a little excerpt that I want him to put on so that at least that will be shown so people can see the presentation of the lecture. Sexual health, personal health, your sexuality, how you handle it, things of a sexual nature that you like. That's why I'm doing these Facebook Lives from now on, where I'm asking you to send your requests as to what you want to hear about, what you want me to develop on, so that we can do this from time to time. You get all the accurate information and you are able to decipher what works best for you. I can only give you the information. You will have to figure out what works best for you. So with that, this is it for today. Today is the 5th of August. From after today, we will have another broadcast sometime later on in the week. Maybe I can do it from one of the other stores. I don't know yet what I'm going to do, but I'm hoping for your feedback. 7401961. Those of you who haven't done it yet, please go to my website, www.drrajtt.com. Leave your feedback, your comments. Thank you very much.